So after about a week or so trying to get tickets for this damn thing, I saw Marty Supreme today at Union Square, and it was a good movie overall. A nice little movie about table tennis, aka ping pong. People making fun of it, that kind of stuff. I'm not going to go into spoilers, but yeah, it was overall a good movie. There were two main issues I had with the movie. Sure, let me just put that in the middle to make sure I'm not editing anything. Um, So when near the end of the movie, I'm not gonna say what happens at the end of, but near the end of the movie, when he does that thing with the Japanese guy, and resolutions happen, and then it transitions into like new life. It just ends there. I'm like, okay, we spent all this time on this journey going through, all these crazy things happening to him about the husband and the getting the money thing and the hustling thing, all that stuff in the movie. And in the end of the movie, a new life happens, and it just ends. There's no special thing at the end where we see what the real Marty looked like. We didn't see anything like his biography about like what happened to him like after it was over. It just had credits. That was it. It's like thanks for coming, get out. So also I saw this movie in 70 millimeter formats where like it's a little. I think like the picture you see on your screen right here, it's like kind of grainy. That's pretty much what it was going for. I went to Times Square afterwards and saw it again, and the movie was very smooth. It was very very clean looking, like you would expect for most movie nowadays. But the 70 millimeter was intentionally grainy on purpose because the movie takes place, before HD, so like the 50s, 60s, if you will. So like it looked grainy on purpose to get you more into the atmosphere of the movie, which was great. It was fine. Should he go out of the way to do it? Sure, I'd say so, but like I'm not sure how much the extra price is for this whole thing because it differs on location. So yeah, but it overall looked good. So like yeah, I had a problem with that and the fact that another pretty white boy getting everything that he wants. One of those cliches that happens in movies for the past like forever years. So yeah, if he sees a girl he likes, he fucks her. He sees a celebrity girl, he fucks her. He sees somebody else he fucks her. You know what I'm saying? Does it go smooth the entire time? No, it does not. Thank goodness. But yeah, the guy who just get banging the chick he wants. So the next movie I saw is this piece of shit. So I went to this thing with low expectations, and it was even lower than I thought. Barely any comedy, barely any action, barely any kind of drama. It was just like it was. They were trying to save as much money as possible because the snake was barely in the picture. Maybe that's a thing that happens in the actual Anaconda movies, but it was barely there. The last 15 minutes, it was pretty interesting. Worth your time, I guess, if you will. But the issue was like spreading out how interesting things were, and there was so little things that was interesting in this picture. There's about a group of ragtag people over there wanting to recreate magic of the Anaconda movies that they did when they were a kid, and they get the rights to it, and they go too far and they start recreating things, and things aren't what they seem. But it's so spread out, and what's interesting and cool and drama in there. I was like, is this over yet? I was like, ugh, no. I saw it in 40x also as well. It didn't make a difference. I felt harder and stronger and more unique for the experiences. This is nothing special at all. This is getting a 2 out of 5. Very low expectations. The next movie I saw is this is the final one I saw of the day. So yeah, it was fine for what it was. It made me laugh in the beginning. It made me laugh in the end. So mission accomplished. I never saw any episodes of SpongeBob ever in my life. I know there's a bunch of them, but I never saw any of them. I was well past the age of importance for this particular demographic. So I thought it was a fun movie overall. I liked the over top nature of the characters. They were very over the top, very goofy, like the characters actually are. And so, like, yeah, and I'm sure nobody would have a problem with the way the you know characters were acting in the picture, but they were acting very fun. So like, I like cartoonish characters 100%, and these definitely fit the bill. A lot of cool action and effects in there as well. Going back and forth between the reality, that was pretty cool as well. The Joker was in the picture, if you know what I mean. That was pretty fun to see and hear. And a lot of the cool gags, the roller coaster stuff over there, that was very funny. And the switching of bodies, if you will, just put it that way, was very interesting as well. I like the way they did things in there, and it made for an overall pleasant experience. The music was really good as well. The gags are also good as well. So if you're a SpongeBob fan, I guess you can have fun. But I'm not a SpongeBob fan, but I'm sure you already seen the movie already. But yeah, overall, it was a fun time for me. Um, Unfortunately, I have to give the movie for myself a 3 out of 5. I'm sure SpongeBob fans would give it a higher score, but middle of the road average. It did what I wanted it to, but it didn't do anything special for me. By the way, March Supreme, that also gets a 3 out of 5. It was fine for what it was. It just didn't do anything special, and I think they didn't know what to do with the ending either. So yeah, 3 out of 5. So overall, nothing really special when it comes to movies nowadays. Now, as a final one, let me tell you really quickly about a movie I did see that actually is really good and worth your time. This one, I give this one an easy 4 out of 5. It could be a 5 out of 5 of some people's playbook, but this is exactly what you hoped for a movie of this nature. Thriller keeps getting higher and higher and higher. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. Fuck, I'm gonna 5 out of 5. The payoff at the end was good, and the visuals was excellent. The payoffs it was great as well, and the character interactions was phenomenal, and I liked how the characters each have their own personal backstory. Oh, I'm saying too much. See that's why I say vague things like interesting and like could be better. I say vague things like that because I don't want to give away too much, but I'm just giving you like a good direction to go into. So overall, it was a great picture overall, and I definitely highly recommend this thing because of the creepy nature of everything that happens within the picture. It reminded me a little bit of Get Out, and if you like the aspect of like someone moving to a place they shouldn't really belong, they don't belong into, and something creepy happens more and more. I'm already saying too much right there. I was blank going into the damn picture. But yeah, this movie surprised me on how dark and twisted it was. I didn't know anything about it before I saw it, but like, yeah, it gets pretty messed up. Yeah, really messed up. And there's a big payoff with all the characters, which I actually love. So yeah, 5 out of 5 for this picture over there. Definitely horror picture of the year next to Weapons and Final Destination Bloodlines. So if you like any of those kind of horror pictures that gets better and better as it goes along, this is one of those kind of pictures. Enjoy. Quack off.